Hello.
Good evening, Daisy. Can I read your shirt, please? Dude, did you eat the last unicorn? Ah, I remember this one. How's it going, Daisy? How are you?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm fine, thank you, Daisy. What is the latest on the Chinese competition? You said there is a second competition coming up.
Next week is the first competition.
Next week. Next weekend?
I think so.
But are you going or not?
Uh, I'm practicing my speech, but I don't know if I can go on to the second competition.
Okay. You will update me next week. What is the latest? Right. Daisy, I cannot believe how fast time is going. What's the date today?
Uh, April 10th.
It's already April, the fourth month. I cannot believe where the time is going. January, February, March already finished. How is your school going?
Uh, our school is going not bad.
Studying hard, tests and exams, projects. All right. Daisy, in today's class, I'm going to talk to you about natural disasters. Can you say for me? Natural disasters.
Natural disasters.
What is a natural disaster, Daisy?
I don't know.
A natural disaster is something that happens here on Earth that is not created by humans. And it can cause lots of
Ah,
damage, such as volcanoes, earthquakes, tornadoes.
um, mm, hmm.
What are you thinking about?
Uh, Flood.
The floods, yes, floods. When there's too much water, that is a natural disaster. So we are going to look at two natural disasters today: volcano and an earthquake. We will start with the volcano. It is in Iceland. If I show you a map, can you find where is Iceland?
No?
If I show you a map, can you find where is Europe?
No?
If I show you a map, can you find where is Korea?
Yes.
Okay, let's start with Korea. So, Daisy, here is our map,
Mm-hmm.
and there is South Korea.
Yes.
Now, if we zoom out and we go to this land here, this is Africa. You can see Africa has a very distinct
Oh,
shape,
there's South Africa.
and South Africa is at the bottom. This is a continent. Africa is a continent, and there is also a continent above Africa. This is Europe.
Iceland.
Europe is above Africa. And inside Europe, there are many countries.
Iceland.
There is France, there is Germany, Spain, and you found already
Iceland.
there is Iceland. Daisy, do you think Iceland is warm, has warm weather or cold weather?
Cold weather.
Why? Why do you think it's cold weather?
Because it is Iceland.
So it's cold Iceland, but the reason why it's cold is because it's so far from the equator. What happened?
What's equator?
Good question. Let's draw here. So if you can imagine an imaginary line around the center of the earth. This is the equator. It cuts the earth in half. Equator. Now at the equator, Daisy, it's very hot, it's very warm. But as you go further up from the equator, it gets colder and colder until you get to the North Pole.
Ooh.
And the North Pole is the coldest it is on Earth.
I think Greenland, Iceland is very, very, very cold.
Exactly. Why is it cold, Daisy? Because it's far from the equator. Can you say for me, why is it cold?
It is called Iceland because it is far from the equator.
Daisy, the same as below. If you go down away from the equator, do you think it will become warmer or colder?
Colder.
Exactly. So this area here is the warmest part on Earth, and then the North Pole and the South Pole is the cold part. So let's go to Iceland. There is a volcano in Iceland and it started erupting last week. Daisy, what dangerous things do you see here happening here in this video?
House is burning. I think.
The lava is flowing.
Flowing.
Flowing. FL, flowing. What did you hear? Which word did you hear?
I thought flying.
No, not flying, flowing. FLOW, flow. And it's dangerous because it's flowing towards roads, it's flowing towards people. So this is a natural disaster. Dangerous for the people. So what happens to the people? They need to evacuate. Evacuate means go to a safe place. Daisy, in Iceland, there is a very nice tourist attraction. Many tourists go here to this place. Yeah, these pools. They are filled with warm water. And this water is very healthy for your skin.
Ooh.
This is called the Blue Lagoon. I want to go there.
Is this that this hotel is expensive?
I think it is expensive, yes. Because it's so nice. Now, Daisy, how can this have warm water? Where is the water coming from? Because the land is so... Say again? You see, it's so far north, you can even see the aurora lights.
Ooh.
So Daisy, this warm water is from underground. The water is from underground. And the reason why it's warm is because of the lava underground. The volcano is nearby, and so this water is from underground. So, humans, the people in Iceland, they started digging underground. They started digging with machines, not with a shovel.
Why?
Not with a shovel, with a giant machine. They wanted to find hot water. And then they take that hot water, and Daisy, they use that hot water for three things. Firstly,
Swimming.
swimming is last. Those pools is number 3. So in the beginning, Daisy, the water is too hot and it has too much energy, and people will burn. Their skin will burn if they go into that pool. So all this energy that the water has, because it's too hot, it generates electricity at a power station. They have a power station and it is generating electricity. First, can you tell me what is happening first with the hot water?
Uh, because the water is too hot, so the water can generate electricity.
Too hot means it has too much energy.
Oh.
After generating electricity, Daisy, then the water is used for heating. So it will go to the houses and it will be used for heating because it's very cold there.
Oh.
And then after the heating, it loses energy again, and then the water flows to the pools, to the lagoon where people can swim. All right, so Daisy, it's very smart how they have created it. Let's review. Can you tell me what do they do with the water that they get from underground?
First, because the water is too hot, so that means it has many energies, so the water can generate electricity. And because Iceland is very cold place, it can heat. We can use it for heating.
Use it for heating.
And because the water loses the energies, then the water flows to the pools and we can swim.
All right, good. Daisy, I wasn't planning to tell you about how electricity is made, but I want to talk about it quickly because you are smart, so you can understand. And you will learn it in your science class. Did you already learn in science class how electricity is made? How it is generated?
No.
Okay, so that hot water. What happens to water when it is too hot and it changes? It's not liquid. It changes.
Gas.
It changes to a gas, to water vapor. It changes to vapor, to steam. And now that steam, it has too much energy and it turns a turbine. A turbine.
I know.
You know the turbine.
Generator and turbine and.
Okay, good. So that turbine spins and it generates electricity. How is it spinning? Because of the water hitting the turbine. All right, Daisy, that is Iceland. Now we go from Iceland, we go to Taiwan. If I show you a map, can you find where is Taiwan?
I will try.
Which continent? Do you think it's in Europe? Do you think it's in Africa? Do you think it's in Asia? Taiwan. Where is Taiwan? Let's start with Korea. Let's go to Korea.
It can't be in Korea.
It's not in Korea, but maybe it's nearby Korea.
Oh, China? Oh, there.
Okay, so there is South Korea, there is Japan, and we go down here, we have Taiwan. It's again a small island.
Yay!
Good. Daisy, what's the capital city of Taiwan?
Taipei.
Taipei. There was an earthquake last week in Taiwan. Earthquakes are very, very dangerous. What's the reason for the danger? What can happen if the ground is shaking?
The
What will happen to the building?
Buildings can break.
Collapse.
Collapse.
Yes. Break and fall down, we say collapse. Can you say for me?
Collapse.
Buildings can collapse.
Buildings can collapse.
And then also, we can have landslides. A landslide is when the ground is shaking and then the ground falls on the side of the mountain.
I think my uncle showed to me.
He was showing you the landslides?
Yes.
From where? Do you know where?
Like this road and some cars that the black box was there, and like that car almost hit him by the big rock like this.
That's why it's so dangerous. Maybe it was the same one, maybe from Taiwan. Was he showing you from Taiwan?
I think so.
Because
yes, this one.
yeah,
This
because
building.
exactly, Daisy, this is from last week. So your uncle was showing you the same one.
Yes.
Do you remember what your uncle said? Did he tell you about it?
He said some building almost fall down, and the building we need to break and build one more time.
Exactly, yeah. This cannot stay like this. This is too dangerous. And the
Yeah.
rescue team must help all the people out first. So this building, Daisy, it almost collapsed. Well, it did collapse, but if we go to Taipei, here is the capital city. This giant skyscraper. This building had zero damage from the earthquake. How can that be?
It was strong
Yes,
at the bottom.
it was strong at the bottom. So the engineers, they know that this place has earthquakes. So they designed the building to withstand these earthquakes by a very smart way. They put a giant heavy sphere in the building. A giant heavy sphere in the building. And that sphere is suspended with rope. So it's hanging.
If the rope that like cut down.
If the rope breaks.
Yes.
Oh, but they must make it so that it doesn't break. So, what happens when the earth is shaking? When there's an earthquake, this heavy ball, the heavy sphere, starts to shake. And the building doesn't shake. So the sphere absorbs the vibration. Let's write that. The sphere absorbs the vibrations. Can you read that for me?
I think the engineers are very, very smart.
They are indeed. Daisy, can you read for me the red sentence?
The sphere absorbs the vibrations.
Okay, so let's have a look at that sphere. There you can see.
I thought it was there.
It does look like stairs, doesn't it? But can you see the ropes on the side?
Yes.
So let's, at the bottom there is a number. How heavy is this sphere?
660 tons.
Ton. Daisy, a ton is 1,000 kilograms. So how many kilograms is this?
Wait.
So we need to multiply by 1,000.
3 more zeros at the back.
Exactly. So that will become 660,000. One more time. Can you say how many kilograms?
660,000 kilograms.
Exactly. So that's a very heavy ball. And what does the ball do? How does it work? It absorbs the vibration. Daisy, Vibration means shaking. Vibration is the shaking. Absorb means to hold, to take. So the sphere, the ball, is taking the shaking.
Ooh.
It absorbs the vibration and then the building doesn't shake and the building doesn't get damaged. Isn't that amazing? I think.
Yeah.
I think that's amazing technology. Right, Daisy, let's review. Do you have any questions about
Mm, mm,
today's articles?
uh, mm, mm, no.
Okay. I was waiting for something, for an interesting question, and then just no. Okay, Daisy, today we went.
I have.
Yes, what is it?
Did uh did the building that was nearby that building in Taipei was all collapsed?
No, not all collapsed. Some of them had no damage, some of them had little damage, some of them the windows were broken, some didn't have any damage. So it was all different.
How strong was the earthquake?
The earthquake was 7.4 on the Richter scale. So they measure the earthquake using this scale. One is
Scale?
a scale.
They put the scale under the ground?
No, there are some sensors under the ground. The scientists, they have sensors under the ground and they can check the if it's a light earthquake or a heavy earthquake. So light is 1, 2, 3 on the Richter scale, but heavy is 5, 6, 7. This was 7.4. Very bad.
What is the strongest earthquake level?
The strongest ever recorded? Let's check. I'm not sure. Let's go here. Oh, let's see. Good question. Daisy, one more time. What are we asking Google? What is the
What is the strongest earthquake in the earth?
what is the strongest? Oh, let's say what is the highest
Highest
earthquake on the Richter scale? What is the highest earthquake on the Richter
earth.
scale?
Wait.
9.5. Can you read that for me? The biggest earthquake?
The biggest earthquake ever recorded of a magnitude 9.5 happened in 1960 in Chile at a subduction zone where the Pacific plate dives under the South American plate.
Okay, so this was in Chile. 9.5. Very bad earthquake. All right, Daisy, this is the Richter scale. Can you say for me one more time? Richter scale.
Richter scale.
All right, Daisy. Today we went to Iceland and we went to Taiwan. What did we see in Iceland?
There was volcano erupted.
When? When did that happen? Last week.
And last week,
Now, why do tourists go to Iceland?
to go to Blue Lagoon.
Tell me about Blue Lagoon. What is it and how do they get the water there?
Long ago, some people did the floor, did the land to get waters with machines, and the hot water came out because there's lava under the land, and because that water was too hot, it had so much energy, and it generated electricity.
They
And
used it to generate electricity.
use it to generate electricity, and we use for heating things,
Heating the home, heating the houses.
heating the house.
Mhm.
And at the left, the water loses the energies, and that water went to the pools, and we can swim.
Okay, nice. So, Daisy, last week we played a game of chess.
Yes.
Have you been practicing? Did you try to play chess again?
Yes, I did in MacBook, and I lose after 1 minute.
That doesn't matter. What matters is, are you moving the pieces correctly?
Um,
So that's
I
more.
was a little bit confused, and I almost moved. I moved different. I moved that that the small ones.
The
That
pawns.
pawn to the pawns to the knight's direction.
Ah, you see. So, but Daisy, it's okay that you lost because it was your first time playing. Who did you play against? Did you play against the computer?
Yes,
And sometime did you choose a difficult level maybe?
I can't choose.
Oh, it just has a norm. Okay. Yeah, you can practice some more.
When can we say checkmate?
You can say checkmate when you are attacking the other player's king. You're attacking the other player's king, and that king has nowhere else to move. It cannot move this place because you will eat him. He cannot move to another block because you will eat him. Cannot move to another block because you will take him. He doesn't have any options. So he loses the game. Checkmate means you are the winner.
Oh,
Does that make sense?
um,
Can you say for me? We say checkmate when
we say
when we attack the other king.
checkmate when we are attacking other king.
The other king has nowhere else to move.
The other king has nowhere else to move.
Any place that the king moves, Daisy, you will get him. So the game is over. You have captured his king. It is checkmate. Okay. Do you understand?
Yes.
Daisy, I will see you again next week. Enjoy your weekend. Any plan for the weekend?
No, but when I asked to my mom, she said we will go to mountain, but I think it is joke.
Maybe you will go hiking, maybe you will go for a picnic. I don't know how the weather is in Korea.
Not bad.
Not
Now
bad.
I'm wearing the
Short sleeve.
yes,
Can you say I'm wearing short sleeves?
I'm wearing short sleeves.
And look at me, I'm wearing long sleeves because it's getting colder here.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Daisy, see you next week. Bye bye.
I oh.